fiction book, which means it's a fact book. And we're going to be talking about weather and seasons. This page talks about what weather and seasons we're in. Weather is what we call the day-to-day changes in the clouds, the sunshine, the wind, the rain, the temperature, and many other natural things. What we do depends on the weather. Today, I can't go outside, it's very wet. You may not want to go for a bike ride in the wind or rain either. In the UK, there are 4 seasons. For us here in Thailand, we generally have what we call 3, hot, cool and wet. And we're going into wet right now. But I'm going to talk about these seasons here. We have spring, summer, autumn and winter. And in the UK, they're very, very different. And each season has its own type of weather. And the tree changes through the year. In winter, there are no leaves on this tree. In summer, there it is up there, look. It's so green and leafy. In the springtime, it starts to get ready. And in the autumn, it falls down. It's a cycle. Spring, summer, autumn and winter. The sun. The sun is actually a star. Did you know that? It is the closest star to the Earth. That's why it looks so big and shiny. It gives us light and it gives us heat. Sunny days are bright and warm, and we in Thailand have a really hot season where you really need to cool down. You must never look straight at the sun though, because it's not really good for your eyes. It might hurt you. The Earth circles the sun. God, did you know that too? It takes 1 year to go all around the sun. The Earth is tilted slightly too as it goes around. When one side of the world is tilted towards the sun, it is summer there. And when the other side goes, it is winter. At Christmas time in the UK, it is winter. And in Australia, it is summer. Our Christmas that we have here in Thailand is cool, but not as cold as you get in the UK. Oh, clouds and rain, one of my favourite. Watch out for Miss Amanda's creative cloud task coming up this week. It's amazing. Clouds are made of water vapour that comes from water in rivers and oceans. The sun heats the water and turns it into water vapour. Oh, that's really confusing. Oh, that's made my brain a bit tired. Perhaps you can look at the picture a bit closer and your mummies and daddies can help you have a look at that cycle. The air high up in the sky is cold. And the water vapour in the clouds turn back into water. And the water falls down as rain. And you know we need rain for all of our lovely little plants so we can grow our food and our beautiful flowers.
Oh, snow and ice. In very cold weather, the rain from the clouds freezes and falls as snow or hail. Hail is hard pieces of frozen water. When lots of snow has fallen in the mountains, people can go skiing. When it is very cold, the water in some rivers and lakes turns to ice. The surface freezes first and the water below mostly stays liquid. But a warning, never try to walk on a frozen lake or river because the ice may break and you could fall into the water. Ducks eat water plants and insects, so it can be difficult for them to find food if the water freezes over. They're okay walking on the frozen water, aren't they, boys and girls? Because they're just light. Wind and storms. The wind is air that is moving. It is invisible, but it can move things that you can see. It blows clouds from one place to another, and very, very strong wind can rip the trees right out of the ground. In a storm, the wind is very strong and moves very fast. Lots of rain falls from big dark clouds, and there are flashes of electricity that are called lightning. And we've seen lots of that recently, haven't we, boys and girls? After you see lightning, you hear thunder. And thunder is the sound caused by the lightning. The temperature of a lightning bolt is hotter than the surface of the sun. Wow, that is very, very hot. Spring. In spring, we have more sunlight than in winter because our side of the earth is tilted closer to the sun. It gets warmer and there's quite a lot of rain. Trees start to get new leaves in the spring, and they sometimes also have flowers which are called blossom. Plants grow well because of the sunshine and the rain. Baby animals are born because it is easier for their parents to find food in the spring than it is in the cold winter. Bluebells cover forest floors in the spring, and the fields are full of baby lambs.
Summer. Summer is the hottest time of the year. The sun is very bright and hot in the middle of the day. It gets light early in the morning and it stays light until very late in the evening. Look, can you see so many people? They like to go to the beach, but you must remember, if it's sunny, to put on your sun cream. The sunlight helps plants grow, flowers and fruit. There is very little rain in the summer, so plants can become too dry. So you must remember to water your plants during this time. Oh, now autumn. In England, it's one of my favourite seasons. In autumn, the leaves turn yellow, orange, red and brown as they die and they fall off the trees. There is often rain and strong winds, and it starts to get a little bit cold. But it is so much fun to play in the leaves. Fruits, nuts and seeds become ripe. That means they're just ready to grow, to eat. Animals eat a lot now. Because it's winter, it is harder for them to find food. Look, here's a little squirrel eating nuts. Delicious. Finally, we have winter. So winter is the coldest time of the year. Now in England, winter is very, very, very cold. But in Thailand, our cold season is just a little bit cooler. There can be snow, ice and hail. Many trees have lost their leaves. They've all fallen down in autumn. When it's very cold and snow comes, you can build a snowman. How exciting. Some animals hibernate in winter, which means they snuggle deeply and they sleep for a long time. Some plants rest underground until spring, and others die off completely. And animals, they did so much eating, they get all fat so that they can have a good hibernation time. And that's the end of our book. Did you enjoy that? We learned so many facts about the weather and the seasons. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.